So I don't know if I mentioned it or not in my last video, but I bought a lot of Tauruses. Today we're going to look at a new Taurus that's kind of a nice all-rounder. This is a revolver that shoots 3 calibers. You're used to 357 and 38. How about we add 9mm to that? Let's open up the box. And you see here, the Taurus 692. Shoots 357, 38, and 9mm. Alright, so let's start off. Inside the box you get the firearm. You'll get some moon clips, which you will need these for the 9mm. You'll get a second cylinder that is rated for 9mm. The first cylinder is already in the firearm. Taurus, always with their revolvers, has a little rubber shield to protect the rear sight. You also get a lock. You'll get the little ring that comes with it to protect the holes in the cylinder. And one of their lovely booklets, nice, colorful. Gives you all the information you need. Again, always love their booklets. I'll say that every time. And all your warnings and papers and such like that. Now, let's get to the firearm and get everything out of the way here. And we'll take a look at it. This is the Taurus 692. This is a 7-shot revolver. You see you have a pretty tight cylinder. Here's your 357. Boop. I don't break my wrist apparently. You have adjustable rear sights. You have that nice orange front sight. Even in the shadow you can pick that up pretty easily. See, the cylinder works really nicely. You have a ported barrel on the front on both sides. There's Taurus logo. The revolvers have this weird kind of striped texture. It feels a little weird, but when you shoot it, it's actually quite comfortable. I've had this on previous firearms, and this one is no different. That is a nice grip. Plus you get the inlay of the Taurus icon there on there. Kind of like that. But let's take a look at the trigger pull. This is not loaded. On a revolver, that is not bad. That's a pretty light trigger pull. And if you listen, it's not very grainy. Ignore my horrible looking nail there. Single action is as usual. Look at that. You can just tell if you sneeze, that will go off. Nothing to it. Here is the cylinder release. What I always do when I drop a cylinder on a revolver, I push that forward and I push this to the left. I kind of do a double thing because when they're tight, they are hard to drop out. You have your plunger here, drop out your used shells. Now the cool thing about this one is that second cylinder. Let me get that out. Here's the second cylinder. Also 7 shots. Plunger works just the same. I'll show you how that works too. Now, what you do is you're going to pop the cylinder out to the side. You'll notice over here is a button that doesn't show up in many revolvers. On that button, you're just going to push that in. Push that in, pull the cylinder forward, it comes right off. Put that down, take your 9mm cylinder, push the button again, because it won't go in without you pushing the button. There you go, now it's a 9mm. But this will need the moon clips in order to use the 9mm. So you put your shells in there, keeps them all together, you drop them in just like that. Easy peasy. There's not much more to it. I love the finish on their stainless steel revolvers. It's a matte stainless finish. It does scratch easily, that is a problem, but it's not too shiny. It's got kind of this shiny, grainy look to it. It's hard to capture on the video, but you can kind of see it. They almost look like static. I really like that finish on these. All the revolvers are like that. And of course, the orange on the front here is extremely visible. Makes it really easy to see. But let me take that cylinder out, put the 357 one back in because it's a revolver and I like 357s and 38s and 44s. But again, all works. You have a nice flush, rounded cylinder here. The grooved ones, in my opinion, look better, but oh, that looks pretty good too. I know they're just kind of mimicking Smith & Wesson's version, but I think they're doing a pretty good job. All in all, though, a great revolver. This is also one of the batch that I picked up at Shooter's World. Thanks again, Nick. He also showed me this because I didn't know that much about it before he showed it to me. But this was another one I picked up. I believe it was a little over $400 when I picked it up. Not bad. This was on sale. I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's a great firearm. Has anyone else tried these ones out? If you have, let me know down in the comments section. I like it. Then again, I'm a huge fan of revolvers to begin with. Nice short barrel, makes it a little easier to carry, put into a backpack, take out in the woods if you need to. Coyote comes after you, bear or something like that. I know a bear you might want a 44, but 357 will still work if you empty the cylinder. But mainly for coyotes, or just the noise to scare them off, I would say is probably the biggest thing. But a great rucksack gun, great for a backpack, great for the car, or carry on your hip if you want. I mean, it is a little heavy. It has a little bit of heft to it, but it's not as bad as you would think. This looks like it weighs 6 pounds. It's really not that heavy at all. But it's not as light as their polymer automatic, or semi-automatic section, I should say. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to show you today. Just wanted to give you a brief overview, kind of a glimpse at it, let you know what I think and what it looks like. If you have these or you're interested in it, let me know down in the comments section. I can answer any more questions. We can take a little deeper look if you'd like. We're just trying to make these a little shorter because I know I'm getting long-winded in some of my videos. But that's all I had for it today. If you liked the video, feel free to like it, share it. If you're new, subscribe. We're always looking for new people to talk to on here. And that's all I have for today. So I hope wherever you're at, you have a great evening, morning, afternoon. And we'll talk to you again next one. Hope you have a great one.